Hey, my beautiful Aries, what's going on? It's Dr. Leona coming in for your weekly reading. This is for the week of I think it's the 17th to the 24th. We are going to be including the beautiful solar eclipse happening. That's happening during that week. So I'm calling these the solar eclipse readings. Yes, I know. There's actually a lot happening within a few days of that. So Mercury goes retrograde the very next day after the eclipse. And then we have Jupiter going into crossing the Gandanta, which is the threshold. I'm a Vedic astrologer. I also incorporate tropical because we live in the 21st century and that's relevant to everybody here. No question about it. All right, my beautiful Aries, are you guys ready to rock and roll? I think you are. Justice is coming in, Aries. Have you been good? Have you been good, Aries? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder here. If I see the Justice card, I'm kind of thinking that someone's going to be getting their just desserts. And actually, right now we have the moon in Libra, full moon when I'm doing this reading in Libra. So I am a Vedic astrologer. Like I said, tropical astrology considers this a Libra full moon. That's part right, you know. Basically the moon is in Virgo at 22 degrees when it was at its peak. But a full moon lasts for like 3 days. So it is actually heading into Libra as I'm recording this. So it's interesting energy that you got a Libra here at the bottom of the deck. Libra energy, that has to do with justice. Some of you could work in the justice system. Some of you could, you know, I don't know, be getting divorced or who knows what, married. That's also what one of the things about that 7th house or Libra energy is. It's first marriages, but it's just marriage contracts as well. So it doesn't have to be. I usually see second marriages in the 9th house. So I know I'm trying to give you the good view there, but my hair doesn't want to cooperate today. Is what it is, my beautiful Aries. It is what it is. So I do see here we've got the 10 of Swords that came out first. That is your most powerful card. So there is an ending or betrayal here of something that you really wanted. Okay, so someone here looks like received a message that what they really wanted, not happening anymore. There's an ending to that. You know, I got like an issue. I'm disabled there with that left hand doesn't work exactly the same way as everything else, but there's an ending or betrayal. Someone had something they really wanted and got a message that that's over. That is over, Aries. That is over. I don't know what it is, but it looks like some of you could also be receiving some monies coming in. I'm also seeing that as an alternative there. Because this is for collective energies. There is definitely betrayal of wish fulfillment. So 11th house energy, that could also be like you know, if you're a masculine Aries, you present with masculine energy, you might see Jupiter in the 11th house. If Jupiter is in your 11th house, you are supposed to have a second marriage, and some of you may not be clicking into that. The pandemic definitely messed up everybody here. You can see that hand can't even put down a card. It's so crazy. I like laugh at it now, but of course I cried about it quite a lot when this first happened. Oh yeah, absolutely. I am sensing some kind of grief here, hidden grief. There's some secrets within a family structure, within a household. There's some very cutting energy from like a home base, I think, that some of you may or may not recognize. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here, Aries, but it does look like there's some serious levels of betrayal coming in for me. I'm seeing like someone, wow, you juggled the person you were juggling with? Wait a second. Who in the collective? Someone did that. You were deprioritized. So the person, some of you may have been juggling, and I'm not judging when I say that because there's a lot of reasons why things like that happen. I don't even know. Could be any number of them. But I see that someone here was juggling, and maybe the person you were juggling is who cut you out. That's the secret person. They were done with something here, and it looks like you were their wish fulfillment and they were yours. But maybe you just weren't moving towards them, or vice versa, Aries. I suppose that's vice versa, right? Yeah, there's a definite sense here on your part, my beautiful Aries, of some deep regret right now. Some of you are feeling some kind of sense of FOMO, almost like you fear missing out on this person, this opportunity, whatever this was. Here, it just feels to me like some of you are pretty much recognizing that keeping them a secret or deprioritizing them in some way. It's almost like, and there's Pisces energy here too. So I do think that some of you could have some Pisces placements. This person could as well. I don't know, but I do see here that it's very possible that there's an Aries in the collective who may have either ended something with someone, and that person could be like someone outside of a relationship, someone you were juggling with. You might have been juggling them. You might have been juggling the third party. Yeah, that doesn't last very long when you do that. The person that you are, let's say you are, we'll use the C word. Let's say you're cheating, whatever reason. If you're juggling the person you're cheating with, what is in it for them? Nothing. There's nothing in it for someone who's being pushed to the side over and over again. Even anybody with a modicum of self-esteem and self-respect, they're going to say no to that, Aries. I don't know if that's you or someone else, but I hope that you say no to that if someone approaches you with that energy and then doesn't prioritize you. This is someone not being prioritized. And I think it's a secondary relationship. I don't think it was a primary relationship. I think it was a secondary relationship. So it's either you or a partner who was doing this with someone else. And I do think for some of you, it's definitely you. I'm going to just bring that down a little bit there. I think we were a little bit uneven. Right, that's better. Okay. I know you think it's because of this, but it's really not, Aries. It's just the angle. I couldn't see. Yeah, here we go. You don't believe me. I don't blame you, but I do have fabulous tits, so enjoy. Okay, so I definitely see this energy of someone kind of going into hiding almost, and I do feel like it's the person that was being juggled, and it could be you being juggled by a partner. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, not a primary partner. Maybe though, right? That might have been why you decided to go elsewhere, or someone else decided to go elsewhere, because there's just, there's some energy here of betrayal within a relationship. Something you really wanted, someone you really wanted, said no to you. And they said it in like a text message or like an email or something. It's a person you work with. They may have created a boundary because of work. They might have been like, hey, I've had enough of this, whatever is happening, like nothing is happening. How can I trust that what we're supposed to be doing professionally is actually happening? If you're effing me over when you're effing me, how do I know that you're not effing me over every other way? So if you treated someone badly for whatever reason, unwittingly usually is how it goes, right? But it just looks to me like there's some energy here of a person feeling like they've been effed and not in a good way. Do you know what I'm saying? Almost like you deprioritize somebody. You might have been trying to push someone out, or you were being pushed out by someone else, my beautiful Aries. I don't know. But it just doesn't look good here. Yeah, some of you really have a sense that this other party, that you might have held back too much. You caused some delays perhaps, or there is a sense here of a secret sort of, and you don't feel like, because because the relationship was secret, you may not have been able to have said anything when the other party said, I'm done now. I don't trust you anymore, because who knows what happened here. I'm seeing something to do with communication, emails or text messages with this kind of energy of Six of Pentacles, not like a phone call, which, I guess if someone broke up with you, Aries, through like an email or a text, normally I would think that would not be like good behavior. However, I have a feeling that was probably how communication happened in this relationship. And if that's what happened, then that's what happened. That's kind of like, if it was a secret, maybe that's part of what went on there. I don't know. You tell me, Aries. You tell me. I think that everybody's, is a big conflict here. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. This ending, the sense of FOMO. Yeah, that's why you're conflicted, because you were in love. Maybe you didn't, you love this person. And again, this could be a friendship. It could be a partnership at work. It could be, you know, a sibling. It could be whatever. I don't know. You tell me. There's something here. There's some conflict connected to Capricorn energy, Virgo energy. Virgo came out here. We've got Pisces on deck. You've got the big Ace of Cups, and now you've got the Venus card, which is a Taurian card as well. So there's something here. Oh my gosh, you two are both very stable people. This other person that said no to you, whoever they were very stable. They were an Empress. You let an Empress go, or did they let you go? You're the Emperor usually, my beautiful Aries. So I don't know if this is you or not. I think that someone here cut you out, and you might be recognizing now that you loved them, that you cared about them. You might be burdened by the love now. I mean, you feel like you can't reach out because of the circumstances of the relationship, whatever that was, some kind of a secret. I don't know, like it wasn't public, or I'm not sure what was going on there, but it looks like this person, while they definitely have some burdens, even though they're an Empress, one of the burdens is this conflict that they had with you, whatever that is. Some kind of a conflict here between you and an Empress. So my field, you know, has to do a lot with human behavior, always from like a neuroscience perspective. So I'm going to tell you right now that there is actually a neurological dysregulation. This is neurological dysregulation, and that does usually come from trauma. Possibly in childhood, I don't know, you tell me. But there's definitely trauma here. I can see it in the cards. So someone here has been traumatized. Maybe it wasn't in childhood. Maybe it was from a first marriage or a first relationship, from a partner who was abusive. You know, I don't know. And it's hard too, because sometimes we don't always see people as abusive when they are abusive. We get a little institutionalized. Perhaps a little Stockholm syndrome-ish. It's almost like we're being held captive by someone because there's financial abuse, or there's someone that has created a codependency. That's it. Someone created a codependency with you, and you can't get out. Or some of you can't get out of it, and you wanted to. Some of you wanted to and couldn't. Some of you, I hope, did. And you might be feeling conflicted today because, you know, even though things looks like some of you have real love here with someone new, you may not be feeling. You may be feeling the pull back to that your old toxic ways. You might be being triggered by, like, I don't know what really. I'm going to tell you that I saw 422 on the clock. 422 happens to be the day that Jupiter is crossing that Gandanta. It's literally solar eclipse on the 20th, 21st, Mercury goes retrograde, 22nd, Jupiter crosses the Gandanta while combust. So the energy of Jupiter, if you do have Pisces or Sagittarius, you do have it in your chart. We all do. We all have it in our Rashi chart. So if you have that there, and we're seeing this energy here with Jupiter during this week of this reading, Jupiter cannot help you. That expansion and growth, the luck that you desire, Jupiter will not be able to help you. Jupiter is combust. And Aries, you're sitting there going, yeah, but I'm an Aries, that's Mars. Well, Mangala is in Ardra. That's a nakshatra or equivalent of a lunar house. That's all about storms and betrayal. It's right here. And your ruling planet is war. It's the planet of war. So having it in Ardra, it can bring in healing too, but it's not that kind of gentle healing. It's like the healing that comes in after the wildfires. You know what I'm saying? Like wildfires in California and in the Pacific Northwest. After that happens, there can be some kind of regrowth, but it's not a pleasant experience. I'm from New Orleans, right? After a hurricane in New Orleans, the place is fine. We're healed, but it is like awful. That's a storm. You can't rage at a storm. You can't control a storm. You can't stop a storm. Whatever love this is, that's Ardra. That's the energy of Mars, your ruling planet in Ardra. This is a love that can't be stopped, and you're trying to stop it. It's like standing outside in a blizzard and screaming at the blizzard, "Stop snowing! I want you to stop snowing!" What's the blizzard gonna do? Stop? No. Blizzards don't listen to humans. Blizzards keep snowing. It doesn't stop. Hurricanes keep going. Whatever storm is happening in your life, it's not going to stop because you go outside and scream at it. It's not happening. You can say you don't love a person till the day you die. It's not true, and I can see it right here. That's the conflict. You love someone, and they may have other people around them. It looks like they've got some serious choices. They're an Empress. So if this is resonating for you, you might be the Empress for all I know. Maybe this is happening for you, but on the opposite side. So someone here has an Empress in their energy, or is the Empress. I think that this is someone else, I believe, for some of you, but others, it could be the opposite, right? Energy is energy. There's a stable person here who makes money. They make bank. And they may have like homes, they may have investments, they may be like really solid. And they said goodbye to you. Whoever this was that was really solid, they said goodbye. Someone said goodbye to you. I don't know who, what, why, when, where, or what, but I do know that it's connected to the energy of work. And I do see second marriages here, and I do see someone going towards a second marriage. And I see that the person that you might have been heading towards has said, "I've had enough." And there's some financial stability here. They have choices because they're financially stable. Here is the King of Swords. I see this often as your energy. You are a cardinal sign, my beautiful Aries, so that's the air of fire. And you present sometimes to me as a King of Swords, but then you come out as an Emperor. And this is an opportunity. You want to move towards that person that's financially stable, because look at this Fool is looking right at that person who you see. They are an Empress, but you may see them as pre-Empress. You may not recognize, you may look down on them in some way. Oh, this poor pet. I'm getting that kind of an energy of like some kind of patronizing energy of like, oh, this person doesn't know what they're doing, or they're young, or they might be younger than you. There's some energy here of you perhaps acting like a fool with someone that's an Empress, looking at them as if they're not the Empress when they are. Venus energy here, more Venus energy there. And Venus actually is currently in Taurus. This is a Taurus card. So Venus is one of the things that can help you to get contracts, can bring in love. But Venus, which is normally associated with love, is actually all about money. So, you know, even though we'd like to say, oh, I don't love people because of what they make or what they could make. I just love them because of them. I'm going to tell you that sounds really nice, kind of like a fairy tale, but in reality, we still have to pay bills. We still have to pay bills. You can love someone until the cows come home, but you can't marry them or do anything with them if they have no money. And you want someone who's smart with their money too. So like they might make a lot of money, but some of it is like, it's like half of it's like tax-free or something. It's like some kind of, I'm getting an energy that they don't even have to report half their income on their taxes, because they find a way to make it like very low, so that their taxes are very low, but then they're enjoying like a six-figure lifestyle. And you know, and you're like, how are they doing this? They're like a magician. And I do think, I'm surprised we haven't seen a magician here. Yep, the second marriage. Somebody is heading towards a second marriage. It is you, my beautiful Aries. It is you. And there is a sense here of a third party, possibly could be not in the physical world, possibly is like an ex that you had a relationship with this other person. It could be that first spouse that's sort of like in your head, kind of an energy for me. Some of you are dealing with that too. Some kind of like it's to do with mental health. I really think so. Okay, so this is you're upset because someone's at a distance, or someone's traveling, or someone's not nearby, or there's an energy here of distance in a partnership. And I don't know if it's distance in a partnership, a primary partnership, a secondary partnership. I think it's both right now. I don't know, different circumstances for different people. I don't really know what that is for you, but I can tell you that the devil is here. I said Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy just came out, and a King of Cups. So you are right. Whoever the Empress is, they've got some choices. They do. And you're one of them. You were an option and you were their focus, and now you're not. So that could be part of the problem for my beautiful Aries coming up, because Aries, you know that I love you, right? I actually love you. I'm in love with Aries. And I think that Aries is a beautiful energy, and I love you so much. And I had a wonderful time on Friday with one of my very favorite Aries. I guess you could call it a date. I don't know. I'm just gonna mess with my hair now. I don't know if it was a date or not. I don't know. They got dressed up, and so did I. So it was a very nice dinner, really nice place, and we just had so much fun. It wasn't like any kind of hanky pank or anything like that occurred. That's not how I roll. I have to look at people's charts before I even consider that. But it was just a really nice time, and it's always that way for me with my beautiful Aries. I really love you guys so much. I mean, I truly do. And so when I see this energy here, I know that sometimes with Aries energy, there's like an abrupt nature. You may be moving so quickly sometimes because you are a very fast moving sign. You're very effective because you move. You don't stop moving. I think that that's something I admire so much about Aries. I wish I could do that. I can't move fast. Like, I physically can't move quickly, but I can't move quickly in terms of like any action I wish to take, although I guess I kind of do. To think about that a little bit. It feels slow to me, but I'm just more deliberate about how I move and what I do, and contracts that I make, and on any level, right? So I'm sensing that there was some kind of an abrupt energy, or something that you maybe sometimes move so quickly, you maybe don't take time to think about your feelings, or maybe what you're saying to a person. I don't know. I got here that there was some kind of communication that kind of went awry, and there was an ending that came in. A betrayal happened, and I don't think the betrayal was the person saying goodbye to you. I think the betrayal happened, that's why they said goodbye. They may feel betrayed or abandoned, or, you know, this is 10 swords sticking in someone's back. So, you know, if you treated someone who treated you very well and you didn't treat them very well, you treated them like an option, you made them feel, you know, badly on some level, you treated them badly on some level, that could be why they said goodbye. I do see that there's a new opportunity coming in with this person, and that you're going to be coming down off of the Emperor pedestal and presenting yourself to them in a different way. But you're still looking at them, you're still looking down on them, you're still seeing them in a way that's like, oh, this poor pet, you don't know what you're doing, you're, oh, gee whiz. No, Aries, that's not what's happening. If that's the case, just know that that's not what's happening, and they're done. They're really done with that. They love you, and they obviously want to be with you. They love you, you love them, but they want to be your friend. They want to be in a relationship with you. Again, it could be something at a distance here, but they might have a partnership with a Capricorn, or someone with the Capricorn moon, perhaps. It does look like that. And now this person, the Capricorn, is coming in not as a King of Pentacles anymore, but as a King of Cups. Yeah, there's someone here that loves that Empress as much as you do, if not more. They may love them more, and they might be willing to support them in a way that you're unable to do so. Because yeah, they're coming in with love. This Empress, they have a new lover. That's what's happening. They have a new person that they're focused on, and it's not necessarily you. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe I'm reading it a little off. Maybe it's you that's the person that's off of them. Yeah, maybe, sure, why not? I do see Gemini energy here. We have your ruling planet in Gemini, so I'm going to say that that's someone else is coming in here. If you want this person, you're going to have to fight for them. You're going to have to fight for the friendship, for the partnership, for the relationship. That's what Mars in Gemini means. You're going to have to fight for a person. Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini, so right now Mercury is going to be going retrograde during the week of this reading. So if something happened in a relationship, a friendship, a partnership, whatever this is, a family situation, whatever this is that I see happening, when Mercury goes retrograde, if communication has been off, there's been some loving communication too, I can see that. It's going to be the opportunity for you to turn things around if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And I don't think that they're going to lose too much sleep about it, my beautiful Aries. I don't think so. Whoever this is, they have everything, and I mean everything. They've got a home, I think more than one. I mean, I'm just sitting here shocked because that's that energy of the high priestess. That's the 12th house energy. That's usually more than one house, especially if they have certain placements in the 12th house. It doesn't even have to be in Pisces. It's like a lot of foreign travel. They've got a degree, maybe a higher level of degree from another country, or there's some energy here of like a lot of degrees, more than one residence. There's an energy here of travel and sort of a person that has escape valves that you may not have. And that, for someone here, that could be what's going on. You may not be happy about that, 100% happy about that. Well, anyway, I don't know what's going on here for you, but let's get some of this down here so we can start the extended, because this is a long reading, my beautiful Aries. But I see that this is a real issue for someone, and I want to make sure that we get what we need from this reading so that you can move forward confidently and you'll be able to make good decisions going forward. Because right now, not so sure. Not so sure that those decisions have been great. I do see beautiful love here. And I see an Empress, which I do not see as you necessarily, because you come through for me as the Emperor, sometimes the King of Swords, okay? There was betrayal here. I'm clearing the deck because it's energy. We need to get that out of here. We're going to move forward with a clean slate. We're just going to take this little bit of a preview of the extended, and we're going to put down some cards on that. I'm just going to quickly shuffle it up for you. My little intuitive shuffles, because you know I've shuffled 108 times. What was my mantra today? Well, mantra today had to do with Jupiter. So there's a Jupiter Bij mantra. I did the Jupiter Bij mantra. Jupiter is guru in Sanskrit. We're gonna clarify that Gemini card, the Lovers card, with this King of Cups. I think that's your competition coming in for that Empress. There is some kind of a soul tie there. Just fair warning. This is not a person coming toward you. This is a person coming in for your Empress. You are here wanting to move towards that Empress, wanting to have stability, a home. You might want to marry them. You might want to move in with them. I don't know what's happening. Some of you have some good energy here, but there could be a possibility of someone still looking down on whoever the Empress is, whether it's you or someone else. They're looking at them like they're a pre-Empress. They don't see their full value. You may not see the full value because, like I was saying earlier, like the tax situation, on their taxes, it may look like they don't make much money because they're smart enough to be able to earn money that they don't have to report in that way. They don't have to pay taxes on monies that they're able to live a six-figure lifestyle without paying six-figure taxes. So whatever that is, however that works out, I think that sometimes looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a book by its cover. Some people just sort of are like, oh, aren't you sweet from New Orleans? You don't even know me at all. You don't know me at all. Woo, and look at that. There's your little preview of that extended. Oh, damn, you guys. You got the devil coming back out. Oh, yeah. Some of you, there's a fated partnership, a fated marriage, and it does look like it could be very, very profitable for you. There's someone here coming in that has, this is Saturn in the 11th house, and that's actually where Saturn happens to be in Vedic astrology right now. So this is really great energy for someone in the collective. I'm going to just put down a few more cards because I just feel like there's more to this story. And then we'll put down a bonus card. And of course, I'm going to pull you one of Heidi's oracle cards. This is the longest reading ever. Poppy for my beautiful Aries. Poppy. All right, Aries. So some of you have been smoking some opium. No, I'm just joking. But you might not be connected to reality. When I see the poppy, I usually see that as whoever I'm reading for. There's an energy there of just sort of not, I think it's almost like dissociation for some of you. You might be dissociating. And what is dissociation? Okay, so dissociation is where you're not connected to your reality. It's almost like you're an observer. And that comes from a space of trauma. So if you're in a relationship that's traumatized you, where you've been ignored or made invisible, where someone has basically abandoned you for like long periods of time and then comes back and acts like nothing has changed, and you're like, but like everything has changed, but I'm supposed to go back to sleeping with you. And it's like, that's gaslighting. That's a form of gaslighting. So I think some of you could have experienced something that, like, this is like almost like someone's been gaslighting you. I'm not sure, you tell me, but it does feel like some of you are disconnected from your reality, and it might be time to pay attention, centering yourself in the present moment. Mindfulness can really help you do that, meditation, things like that. You want to meditate, come on over to Patreon. I'll teach you how, and we'll continue this extended. It's unlimited extendeds for a $10 bill. That's it. $10, over 700, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds. It's like nearly 800 videos now. I do like 32 plus videos a week. About 12 plus end up here. Sometimes up to 14 end up here and viewable on YouTube. The rest are all on Patreon. So there's a whole party happening over there, and you got to come on over to get in on that fun. So I'll see you over there, my beautiful Aries. If I don't see you over there, I think I know why. I love you guys. Be safe. Not sorry. Bye now.